And without further ado, it's time to bring up our sponsor for today's episode. He is the president and owner of Tennison Investments. Please welcome to the stage, big round of applause, Mr. Brad Tennison. Brad, come on up. Evidently, Brad walked in today from Gilbert. No, it's good to have you here. And typically when people join the stage to that kind of music, they dance while they're coming up.
I'll do that next time.
Okay, good.
Next week.
Well, I guess we got the memo on wearing the outfits.
You did. Look good.
Yeah, well, thanks. And you look dashing. You're talking about, your purpose today is to talk about an effective savings plan and retirement and looking out for your future. Welcome to Mesa Morning Live. How did you get in this business?
Well, I started this business a long time ago. I'm in the business because of my father, and he was one of the old original E.F. Hutton guys. My family began back in 1971 with E.F. Hutton downtown Phoenix, and I joined in the business with him. 16 years working with him, enjoyed every day of it. He passed away 11 years ago, and so I have just carried on the family legacy.
Oh, that's awesome. And you're born and raised in Mesa?
Born and raised, native. I was born in Southside Hospital over here, and been 1 mile from my office. Went to Mountain View High School and graduated. We won state championship in football back in the good old days, and been here all my life.
Well, there you go. Did you obviously you were on the team?
I was on the team, yes, sir.
And
so,
what position did you play?
you know, back in the days when you're in high school, everybody played. And back in those days, offensive and defensive line. And so it was a lot of fun. We had a great time. Still a lot of super good friends that are from the high school days, you know, here in the Valley. So it's cool. That's
awesome. Well, so give us a, you know, we could talk to you for hours because I think everybody's got financial questions. Give us some ideas on what we should all, is that me? What we should all be doing as far as setting ourselves up for, you know, investing now so we've got a comfortable future.
It's more simple than you would think. Just spend less and save more. How easy is that, right? So
that's. Wait, say that again. I want to get that right.
Yeah, write that down. Spend. Yep. So anyhow, you know, the whole idea of saving money is systematically is the best way to have that done, so that it becomes a non-emotional issue. I've been in the business now for 28 years, and it's just amazing to see the different psychology of people out there, how they, you know, work and spend and save their money. So, but the bottom line is that it's a very much of a changing business environment, as we all know. We have today in the economic, you know, outlay, if you will, you've got very challenging and changing times.
I know that, you know, compound interest is an amazing thing. If you save a little bit every month and you start when you're young enough, you can have, you know, $1 million fairly easily. My plan, and see if I'm wrong on this, I'm putting all that off, and I'm going to try and do 1 month where I just put $1 million in.
Put it in what?
Well, just where I just invested. Up until I'm not saving anything now, but eventually, I'm a Powerball away from being set.
There you go. But you ought to come out to the hole-in-one tournament with the Fiesta Bowl. You can put your, you know, hit a hole-in-one and win $1 million. That's not a bad idea.
Yeah,
it's only a month away.
You've not seen me play golf. Well, what makes your firm, your company, your business different than everybody else out there?
Well, we go back to the whole idea of compliance. It starts with compliance, making sure that everybody's in compliance. The rules these days and regulations continue to increase, so compliance is a big issue. Technology we have is fabulous behind the scenes. We have some of the very best you can find as far as all of the support for us, and then of course, for the longest time, we're a family-run business, so we have a personal attention and a process we put in place, and it's all about the planning process. So.
What are the most common mistakes that you see people make?
What you said earlier, which is basically, you know, taking that $1 million and trying to make something happen. The most common mistake is that they don't save money and they try to find an easy, quick solution. See that happen. Yeah. Whatever that might be. You know, the brother-in-law, the sister-in-law, somebody's got a great idea, and off they go, and it takes years to recover. So.
What percent, I'm sure there have been studies about this, what percentage of people fall into the category of being under, where they haven't really been diligent about setting themselves up? Everybody's relying on Social Security and stuff like that, and that...
It's quite high. You can all see the statistics out there. I think you're talking, you know, the majority of Americans out there have $400 in savings. So the numbers are staggering how little is actually saved by the American public. It's certainly the 90-10 rule that's out there in business these days. So it's, you're right. Many folks are dependent upon, you know, some kind of government assistance, Social Security, you know, to fund them through. They are.
Say that again. The average, would you say the average people have in savings?
We've heard the statistics around $400, maybe $600 range.
Wow.
Savings.
That's unbelievable. How do people accumulate $400 to $600?
Slowly.
That's crazy. That's awesome. Well, I think, all right, let me ask you this. I'm sure that we've piqued a lot of interest, not only people that are sitting here, but watching on TV. How do they get a hold of you? If they want to ask questions, you have consultations?
Consultations, we start with the process, the planning process. They can call us, email us, look us up on the internet, you know, websites, and go from there.
Are you, do you have a physical location where people can pop in and see you?
Yeah, we're downtown Mesa. Been there for 20-some years, and actually we're 2 doors down from the chamber office.
Oh, that's right.
From Sally's Dream Team, 2 doors down. So, yeah. You like that?
That was Sally's dream team right there. Oh, that's right. My notes somewhere in here, you can tell I'm not very prepared, said if you want to come see Tennison Investments, you just walk past all the noise that the chamber makes, and you're 2 doors down.
Right there.
That's great. Parting advice? Any words of wisdom you'd like to?
Words of wisdom. Well, got lots of words of wisdom we can share. I would just simply say that, as you said earlier, right, save more, spend less, be diligent, and today is the opening day of Arizona Cardinals football season, so make sure you cheer on the Cardinals out there, right? Football season arrived. You like that? So, according to those guys.
So what you're saying is bet on the Cardinals.
I didn't exactly say that, but I said cheer on the Cardinals. That I did. Cheer on the Cardinals. Cheer
I thought I heard
team,
you
right?
say. I thought I heard you say go to Vegas and put 1,000 on the Cardinals.
Close. Close.
That's awesome. Well, we appreciate you taking the time to stop by, and we also appreciate you being a chamber member and sponsoring today's episode. If you've got any questions, pop by, see them all. Are you going to hang around?
I'm going to hang around. We got lots of Mesa Rotarians here in the room. I know that today. And so I'm also a member of the Mesa Rotary Club, so we'll put an ad in for them. But yes, absolutely. We'll be around afterwards. So
that's awesome. How about a big round of applause once again? Thank you very much, Mr. Brad Tennison. Brad, thank you, sir. Good job.